I love the hustle, man.
Now I want to read something.
Not at all.
Matt George, I believe he works for like ABC. I don't know if he's like a beat writer. I'm not sure. I apologize. But Matt George, you know, he definitely is a Sacramento Kings, you know, based. He makes Sacramento Kings based content on Twitter. So I just want to read something that he posted yesterday, I believe. This is before Mike Brown got fired. He said, "If you want the Kings to fire Mike Brown after this game, fine. You might get your wish. In my opinion, it would be a disaster for the Kings and would be the latest example of a coach being labeled as the problem instead of his roster or GM, because it's way easier to get rid of one guy. Nobody is blameless. If Mike goes, the shadow for everyone else to hide gets even thinner or disappears completely. It fixes nothing." And I'm the same thing, Mike. I feel the same way. Like firing Mike Brown, it doesn't fix anything. But let's get to the elephant in the room. Hold on, before you go ahead. Let's get to the elephant in the room, because this was not done without reason, right? Oh man, did you froze up? Oh, did you freeze up? Okay, there you go. Yes, you've been a little choppy, but we gonna rock out. We're gonna rock out.
I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna run through it. Man. It's all good.
So the elephant in the room is De'Aaron Fox. Now, that's one of the things that you and I wanted to get on here and talk about like the last couple weeks, because we're hearing rumors about trades and him like wanting to see how the roster looks, see how the team looks. I want to see how it looks before, you know, and we all know, like, well, you may not know, but for those who don't know, he is now, his agent is now Rich Paul, who is, you know, the agent for LeBron James. And like, you know, so you kind of know how they move. Rich Paul kind of moves to the beat of their, to the beat of his own drum. And
their own drum.
Yeah, he makes moves. He gets active, and absolutely. You know, he gets his players in winning situations a lot of times, or potential winning situations.
Definitely.
Once I saw that, I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Once he got Rich Paul, and now we're hearing stuff like Spurs. Yeah. We're hearing stuff like Heat. We're hearing stuff like Rockets.
And Rockets.
The Mike Brown move was done because they want to appease De'Aaron Fox. Let's just call it what it is, because it was. I mean, yeah, they're losing, but I think the main reason was, all right, what can we do? I think they consulted with De'Aaron, like, yo, we want to keep you, man. Like, you know, we don't feel like this record is indicative of the potential of this roster. We're thinking about letting Mike go. What do you think of this?
Right.
Because you got to think. The reason I know, hold on. The reason I'm pretty sure that De'Aaron Fox got consulted about this, the reason I'm pretty sure that he got, because if you're trying, think about it like this. Follow me when I say this. It's really simple, but just follow me real quick. If you're trying to retain,
I'm following.
If you're trying to retain De'Aaron Fox, and he's had this coach for the last 3 years, right? And you're trying to retain him, would you fire this guy without knowing? Because what if De'Aaron's like, no, that's my guy. Like, he's one of the reasons I want to be here. Like, nah, he's changing the culture. I want to stay with him.
Right.
You wouldn't fire him if you thought that De'Aaron Fox felt that way about me. You wouldn't do it. You would not do it because you're trying to re-sign him.
Bruh.
I'm telling you. You're not doing. You're not making that move.
I get it.
You're not.
So my rebuttal to that then, because I've been asking myself, and I think I've asked you guys in group chats and things of that nature, who else, and I want to cuss, but I'm not going to go ahead and do it. Who else is out there, bruh, that is worth giving a shot at a coaching job in a smaller market to where it's less possible?
The Warriors got a couple good assistants over there.
To get players to go ahead and come to. Mind you, Mike Brown.
Hey, the Warriors got a couple good assistants over there. I think they got Terry Stotts and Nate McMillan. No. Nate McMillan is in LA. Okay. Honestly, I think it's gonna be an assistant from one of those two teams. I'm looking at Nate McMillan, Scott Brooks.
Okay.
Terry Stotts.
I've heard.
And who else?
Okay.
Who else is on the? Who else is like a hot assistant? Like, you know, we really haven't even gotten into that yet. Normally, you hear about stuff like that later in the season, like heading towards the playoffs. Like, yo, this assistant might get, you know, we haven't even heard nothing right now. But if I had to guess right now, I would say somebody from the Warriors bench or the Lakers bench. Just to answer your question.
I mean, I've heard Monty Williams flirting out there. I've heard JB Bickerstaff floating out there. Like you said, a couple Warriors assistants here and there. Jerry Stackhouse was like one of them to name. So it's like, damn, bro. Like, me personally, bro, I just felt like this just was not the right time. I felt like they should have went ahead and let Mike Brown finish the year off. See what they could have did during the trade deadline. And then if it did not work during the offseason going into the next season, you had a whole summer of basically being able to figure out what coach that you want to go ahead and bring on that can bring a different type of culture that you're looking for.
I want to go back to what you said. So going back to my main point, I feel like De'Aaron Fox was consulted and he knew about this move before it was made. Otherwise, you wouldn't make this move without knowing how he felt. Because you're trying to retain him. You're trying to keep him. So you agree with that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see that. You know what I mean? But my thing was like Fox, bro. Look at the landscape of coaches that are out there that might be available that might want to come to Sacramento. It's not an appeasing market. I hate to say it. I'm from the 916. Born and raised, through and through.
Well, here's the thing I'll say about coaches.
Will it be?
Here's the thing I will say about coaches, more so over players. Coaches are always looking for that head coach. They're always looking to be head coaches. You know what I'm saying? They're always looking to
right,
and get opportunities. So I don't feel like it'd be hard for them to find that next hot assistant. This is obviously the first head coach position open this year because I don't think any other coach has gotten fired yet.
Right.
And it's
no, they haven't. I don't think so.
And we're in December. You know what I'm saying? You ever going on January, but
bro, I mean, you didn't. Hey, listen, I felt like they did not give the man a chance to go ahead and at least go through the trade deadline to see what they can go ahead and do, bro.
I wouldn't have fired
and
them.
See what they can go ahead and build around the current roster they have now, dog. I hated that shit. I hated that. I hated that with a passion.
So let's wrap this up. What do the Kings need to do next, man? And if you feel like there needs to be roster moves or schematically about, as far as the scheme, like what are some of the things that we need to do? Because can we tear off a 10-game win streak, like, and get back in the mix? Like, what do they need to do to get to that point?
Hey, bro, Monty McNair, if you really want to go ahead and save your job next,
make a trade.
You better go ahead and get out here and work them phone calls, bro. See what you might be able to go ahead and get.
Who you trading?
Because
who you trading?
If you can't get nothing in return, then you might as well go ahead. Bro, I mean, everybody can go ahead and go at this point except for Monk, Fox, Sabonis, and DeRozan. I mean, you signed DeRozan, so you got to keep him there. I feel like, you know what I mean.
So you got to find a way to make that work.
I mean, what can you get back for him? Right. What can you get back from him? You signed him to a 3-year deal, right? I think it was a 2-year deal.
3-year.
With the hopes of being a playoff contending team. He's on for 3 years.
So this year and 2 more.
With the 3-year. Right. So you signed this man within hopes of being a veteran to go ahead and guide to take them over the hump of getting them to being a playoff, making a run to, you know what I'm saying, to the championship, to the finals and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, like I said, right now, as it is, bro, Kings would be lucky, man, if they even get up out of that 12-13 spot at this point. You know what I mean? Unless they do something drastic.
Well, here's the thing.
To say because if Mike Brown wasn't able to go ahead and do it with the current roster.
Here's the one thing we do know. At the least, we might not be able to get into that top 8, but we can get into that top 10 to where we can get into the play-in. And then from there, anything can happen, especially if you especially if you're by March, you're kind of rolling and you're hot. If we can get hot now, if we can figure something out now, get into that top 10, get into that play-in, and then get into the playoffs, now you're kind of talking. Just get back to the playoffs, though. Get back there. Now, again,
I agree.
Again, so going back to the standings. Right now, the Kings are 12th. The 8th spot, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right, let's talk reality now, right? The Suns are in 8th.
Some of those teams that we talked about.
The Suns are in 8th. They're 15 and 14. The Kings are in 12th at 13 and 18. That's not a huge discrepancy from 12 to 8. If you could tear off, a winning streak. Well, okay, so we've obviously played more games than the Suns. Because like I said, they're 15 and 14, we're 13 and 18. So we play more games than them. The Spurs are 15
Right.
to 15. Warriors are 15 to 14. So again, I feel like if you could tear off a win streak, you're not dead to rights if you're the Kings right now.
Yeah.
You're not just dead
Yes.
in the water. You're not. But you got to start.
No,
But you got to
no.
start winning.
Oh, no.
You got to
No.
start winning. You got to start
Yes.
winning some games.
I agree.
And I feel like, man, I didn't want to do it because I really love this dude and what he brought to the team. But it's just, Keegan Murray is just not fitting with the DeRozan acquisition, man. I feel like it's DeRozan's presence that's hindering him.
No.
For whatever reason, it's his presence. And he's just not the same Keegan that we saw the last 2 seasons. I do feel like he could be a really good player elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I'm looking like now, okay, if we're just kind of let's just talk some guys. I like if you could bring like a John Collins here to play the 5.
I'm all right. I'm with Cam Johnson. Bring Cam Johnson.
But see again now he's a wing. He's a 3. It's kind of like, but the thing about Cam Johnson is I feel like he's gonna hit that 3 ball. That's the thing about him. So if you want,
oh yeah.
But I just don't like him guarding the 4s. But
for sure.
But I like the Cam Johnson. I like John Collins. I would look at Kuzma again. Now again, here's my thing too. If you want to keep kind of like the same type size, holla at New Orleans. Cause I hear they're still trying to get rid of Ingram.
Yes.
I hear they're still trying to get rid of Ingram. At least he can score. He can go get a bucket.
Bruh. Why would you not try? At least just see what happens. You know what I mean? He could be on a loaner deal or
it has to be a Kuz, a Ingram, a John Collins, a Cam Johnson.
Yes, I agree.
Is there anybody else I could think of? I said
Robert Williams, but I know you guys been saying
injuries,
inconsistent as far as health-wise goes. You know what I'm saying? Injuries, right?
Does Orlando really love Wendell Carter? He's not. But he could play the 4, rebound. He doesn't really stretch the floor. I don't know, but I think it has to be one of those guys we named. It has to be.
Yes, I agree.
It has to be.
I agree. I agree 110%.
Because New Orleans,
and like I said, in order for them to even remotely,
New Orleans is another team that I feel like that's going to get broke up pretty soon. Bro, they're dead last. Oh my God, they're 5-26. Yes. So they're dead last.
They said that they're having a fire sale is what I've been told.
Yeah, so they're getting ready to break that up.
They're having a fire sale.
You know,
I mean, the Kings are going to have to do something, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just, for me, I don't justify this firing as reason to go ahead and do it, man. I just don't, man. I feel like should at least deserved until the end of the year.
I agree.
Just to see what y'all might be able to go ahead and get on the trade value market during that time frame.
I agree.
So, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to be curious to see what's going to go ahead and happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, there's been a lot of chatter through social media, through my little friend circuit, you know what I'm saying, as far as
the Kings,
who people watch it, you know what I'm saying? They're getting flamed.
Kings are getting flamed. They're the hot topic right now. They're the talk of the NBA right now.
Yes,
for sure.
And as they should, because like I said, this just was not a justifiable reason. Brown go. You didn't give him enough time, bro. 3 years. I feel like it's still not enough time to let a coach really get in there and do what he needs to go. I don't. Everybody wants that instant hot meal shit. Whenever you can go ahead and come in and perform right now, that's what we need. We want to win now.
I would love to know how this decision came to be okay, we're doing it.
Came down.
We're what was the conversation between Vivek and Monty? What? Because I mean, again, kind of like how Matt George said, bro, Monty McNair, nigga, you on the clock now. Now it's on you. Now it's on you.
Yes. I said that.
Players.
I said that. Monty McNair, you might be
players,
next, bro.
Y'all might be on the move. You know what I'm saying? So this is just the first domino to fall. I feel like it's going to be something else.
Oh, yes.
Unless Doug Christie can get these guys going. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. I'm rooting for Doug Christie. Okay. I hope he takes this opportunity and really flourishes with it, because if he can turn this around,
I hope so.
And solidify himself as a potential head coach in this NBA,
I think
this is a great opportunity for him. This is a really good roster to give Doug Christie.
I agree.
This is a really good roster to give Doug Christie.
Yes.
And he knows these
Yes.
guys. These guys know him. Most of these guys have been here several years. At this point, they all know each other. This is a pretty good silver platter. Hey, Doug, you know.
Here goes the wheels. Figure out what you can go ahead and do with this car. Drive it.
Right now,
you know what I mean?
Now
so I definitely agree.
Right now, you're the interim, but I mean, you could easily change that and make yourself the head coach of this team because I feel like you have the experience. You've been here. You've been in that locker room. You've been with these guys. You know them. You know what I'm saying? He was here with, I want to say he was here with, wasn't he here with Luke Walton? Yeah, I think he was here with Luke Walton as well.
Yeah, he's there. Doug's been in Sacramento. Yeah, he's been my coaching staff for quite some time now.
So, you know.
So he's acclimated. He's used to the players. The players are used to him the whole nine. Yeah. So, I mean, take full advantage. You know, I'm rooting for Doug. Doug, like I said, he's a defensive-minded player. So hopefully he can bring that intensity that he had once when he played for the teams that he played for, especially, you know, during the great years of the Sacramento Kings in the early to mid 2000s. Hey, look, bro, you know what I mean? Instill defense in these boys, man. You know what I mean? Tell them, hey, look, bro, rotate. You know, but I'm hoping that whatever he brings to the table, it can rub off on these guys, and these guys can go ahead and believe in what he's talking about to, like you said, get some winning, you know, situations going, some streaks going, to where they can go ahead and climb into like the 10th spot or 9th spot or 8th spot. You know what I mean? And then work your way up from there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we talked about it beforehand on a couple, you know, episodes before, is that we don't believe in some of them teams to stay up there as long as they're going to, you know, is what they're at right now. Few of them teams are going to drop off eventually.
Yeah, no,
whether it be from injuries, whether it be from losing streaks, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. It's going to happen to where a lot of those teams that we're thinking like, damn, oh, they're up there. Yeah, I don't see this lasting too long. Hopefully they can go ahead and do something.
Last thing I'm going to say before we get up out of here is Mike Brown, as far as the Sacramento era of the Sacramento Kings, is the second winningest coach that we've had here.
Outside of who? Rick Adelman. Yeah, Vivek and Mike McNair, bro. So y'all might have shot yourselves in the foot, bro.
Rick Adelman won 63% of his games here while being a coach. Mike Brown just about 55%, and he was just getting started.
Hey,
the second winningest coach.
I feel for the Kings. Hey, I feel for the Kings fan. I feel the frustration, bro. Monty McNair and Vivek, bro. Y'all better hope this works, because this might be another situation where it's like, hey, look, what are we doing? Like, just like that Luka Doncic draft choice when D-Block was there. What are you doing? Get that shit together.
Oh man. King schedule real quick. Who do we got next? They said LA, right?
Yep. They'll be out here. I think it's against the Lakers.
I believe the Lakers.
Bro, like, hey, look, man, I don't even know what they can say right now.
Lakers tomorrow, 7:30.
Yeah, they're playing Lakers. Yeah, they play out here. So, yeah.
So, then you got the Mavs. You got Lakers, Mavs, Sixers, Grizzlies, Warriors, Heat, Celtics. Oh, my God.
Oh, that schedule ain't no powder puff schedule, buddy.
Good luck, Doug Christie. Man.
That ain't no powder puff schedule right there, buddy. At all.
Yo.
Good luck.
I really hope.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say, man, but I think next is, change some things schematically. I feel like it's probably going to be a handful of games, maybe about 5 to 10. And if things don't change from there, I think now you're going to start seeing trades. I don't think you're going to see trades.
Oh, yeah.
I think Doug's going to get about a 5 to 10 game window to change this around. And if it can't, now we're going to start talking trades.
Oh, yeah, easily.
After that.
No questions asked.
After that. After the next 5 to 10 games, if things don't change, I think you're going to see the Hurters. You're going to see the Keegans. You're going to see the Trey Louses.
Hey, man, don't be surprised.
I hope you don't see the Foxes,
man. I'm going to be real. Don't be surprised.
But again,
don't be surprised, bro.
I'm going to finish it by saying this. I know I keep saying that, but de'Aaron was consulted. This move was made because of De'Aaron Fox. Believe that. Believe that. Let me step to that. Y'all bet not. Don't think no different, because I'm telling you, if you're Vivek and you're trying to retain and keep De'Aaron Fox, you're not making that move without consulting that man. You're not.
Not at all.
You're not.
I agree. 100%. Definitely agree.
On that note, Ram, man, I go by the name of Stealth the producer. We got Dope Boy Bush, man. We're gonna be back at y'all. We're gonna be back at y'all, man.